Hello everyone, not a very long time ago, I made a few scripts to automate playing Go online on playok.com and onlinego.com. All those scripts were running on Linux using Python, using Python GUI to mimic the mouse click and to make some screenshots. This time I have adopted the script to run on Windows and to play on Fox. Fox is not a web interface based application, but for this particular script, it doesn't matter really since the optical board recognition works regardless of the source of the stones on board. It just makes the screenshot and it doesn't care really what kind of application is that. So I needed to adopt the cell size, the board top left coordinates, all this stuff, so that it matches my particular resolution on screen, 1366 by 768 on my laptop with the standard layout for a Fox. The board would appear here. And it would be recognizing the stones, and it would be running a Go playing program in the background, and it would be passing the move, send the move to the program. Program makes the best move. The best move is converted to the XY coordinates of the screen, absolute coordinates, and mouse pointer would be brought there, and click event would be fired. So that's the way to play. I'll now demonstrate how this works, and before that, it's not intended for cheating at all. You might be wondering, this is intended for cheating, but essentially not. I've been explaining many times earlier, like the reasons why I'm doing this in the previous videos. You may check those out if you're interested. But I just want to give you an idea that this is more likely for developers rather than regular users, because to make this work on your system, you need to do really a lot. You need to set up the development environment, Python, all the libraries, and that's not very trivial. And this, if you're a developer, this is essentially possible to recreate the experience I will be showing this video. But if you are just a regular user, I'm not providing any executable files or something to prevent cheating, because cheating is a big problem on Fox, and I was a victim of cheaters many times on Fox. So hopefully that makes sense. So we will start by running the calibration mode. So in order to do this, I just open a random game on Fox. So we have a board here. Now I want to open my, so we would be using GnuGo today. Next video we'll be using Apache with an opening book, which is quite interesting. So Pi, and with no arguments, it would be running in the calibration mode. All right, so now once the black plays on screen, the mouse pointer would automatically go to match the stone. This is how I know that the absolute XY coordinates of the stones on the board are perfectly matching the internal representation of the coordinates, so that these absolute XY coordinates would be converted to the like Q16, D4, and other like this type of coordinates. Yeah, since black is not playing for quite a bit of time, it just takes time. Black is not playing because it's facing a life and death problem currently, and black essentially may die. And yeah, that's the reason why black is not playing. Okay, let's try to find some other game where maybe we can find, let's try this one for instance. Okay, again, black to play. So once black is played, okay, so it matches black, matches white. You see, I'm not touching the mouse pointer now. So it automatically matches the very last move played on board. If you start from the very beginning of the game, it would be doing respectively. That's the way how the entire game is being synchronized. Just want to give an idea. And if you're running this locally, you need to make sure that every stone played on board is matched perfectly. Otherwise, the position you have on board might be not the same with the position you have in your internal engine board representation. This would lead to errors and you will lose the game. So hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, so say like in calibration mode, it just recognizes the position of the stone, the last placed on board stone. See, just recognizes the position. And in the plane mode, it would be recognizing opponent's move based on what color user has selected, and it would be once generated the move on the engine side, it would be making the move. Unfortunately, since on Windows there is no way to have the one window on top of all the other windows, which is weird, but that's true. I would not be capable of showing the executable this one all the time, so you would only see the game being played. But anyway, so here I just want to pause to essentially abandon the game because this was just the bad calibration mode. Okay, just Control C should work, but this is Windows. So let me just get into the blue screen anytime. Okay, finally. So I would need to provide the color, either black or white, depending on what color I'm supposed to be playing. So let's try to find a match. And I'm playing black, and I just say black here and hit enter, and now engine GnuGo, which is around the 6Q level engine, runs and makes the move. Yeah, and by the way, even 7Q guys on Fox are usually beating GnuGo, especially when I've been debugging things. It really took lots of games to resign just because of the bugs within my script. Yeah, so that was quite unfortunate. But anyway, yeah, GnuGo is playing quite fast, which is good. But yeah, with this time control, this is like good enough, I think. Apache plays much slower if not tuned properly, or if you just want to play it stronger. So anyway, yeah, another little problem with the pexpect module, which on Linux works more or less okay. On Windows, we have the alternative called wexpect, and it has exactly the same functionality in the function names. But it fails more often to recognize the output of the subprocess that is interacting with the standard input output with the main script program. So the idea is that I'm running the GnuGo.executable as the subprocess, and I'm sending the commands as text to it. So once I have recognized the move on the board after making a screenshot, it gets transformed to the coordinates like Q16D4. Then where the send command, this is sent by the GTP to GnuGo. GnuGo then generates the move, and it says like best move is like R3, for instance, and this R3 is then converted to the XY coordinates, and mouse pointer is moved to the absolute coordinates corresponding to R3 in this case, and firing the click event. That's how this thing essentially works. But to make sure that all things are working, so the format for the GTP protocol is you need to that the program outputs the equal sign, then space, and then the coordinates of the best move, let's say, or just the equal sign. And if it fails to, if it sometimes it trims the output, which is very annoying. So like it generates the move, but you don't know which move it generated, and this might lead to stop being synchronized with like the actual board and the internal board. Lots of issues. So I needed to add lots of try except stuff into my code so that if it fails to fetch the generated move, it then just tries until it essentially is capable of doing that. So hopefully that makes sense. Yeah. With GnuGo, there is a command that can allows you to generate the move without playing it on board. So this is a bit easier. You just generate the move. If you're not playing the move on board, then you kind of you generate until you get the move. Once you get the move, you can play the move on board. That's another command. With Patchy, that's a little bit more complicated because it cannot generate the move without playing the move on board explicitly. So, unfortunately, every time Patchy generates the move, it plays the move on board. And yeah, if something goes wrong, I need to do undoing the try except blocks. So that's not. Yeah, sometimes just want to say that Patchy still gives errors sometimes in completely won games. It still gives errors from time to time. So it needs more debugging essentially. I'll probably get done with that debugging. And once I'm done, I will then make a video with Patchy. And also with Patchy, we can use the opening book, which is quite interesting because I mostly play Sunrise, both as black and as white as well. So because of that, I am really interested to see how a down level engine will be playing that to learn from the engine. Yeah. And by the time, let's have a look at the position. So white has taken the top left corner. Still, there is an RG on 3-3, I believe. We can invade there, potentially. Black takes the upper right corner and side, potentially. Well, before entering this elephant's eye, which has just happened with whites. Yeah, this is interesting. If black can capture these two white stones, probably black. I'm not sure if black is better, to be honest. It seems around even, around equal at the moment. But I think I would have preferred white a little bit. So it's very likely to happen that the 7Q can beat GnuGo. Although GnuGo is claimed to be the 6Q, regardless of the online platform. Just in the documentation, they say GnuGo is like 6Q, but 6Q on Fox or 6Q where? It's not quite clear, but anyway. Sometimes GnuGo beats 7Qs on Fox, even 6Qs on Fox, but that happens rarely. So most cases 6Q on Fox can beat GnuGo. So I just want to mention that playing GnuGo on Fox starting from around 7Q, this is very fair game because sometimes it's even easier to outplay GnuGo at this level than the human player because GnuGo might make mistakes that human player would never do. So an experienced 7Q would most likely outplay GnuGo, I believe. But yeah, anything can happen essentially. All right, so now black takes quite a big chunk of territory on bottom, and also on the left side is going to make a living group. And now, well, essentially, black doesn't have any issues with its groups. All the groups are solid. All the groups are solid. Oh, this is interesting invasion. Essentially, I believe this white stone should die. But yeah, you can make one space jump. This one, yeah, one space jump. So splitting is probably not a good idea. Hana, if it does not extend. Yeah, now Hana maybe. Not sure. If black connects, well then white can run. And in this case, yeah, white runs and black's territory is not that big. Yeah, but black should be fairly alive. So yeah. Well, still, I think that white is going to win this game because to my noob's eyes, it feels like white is just better in the position. Especially assuming that in this type of position, like now, black GnuGo would never invade the 3-3 in the top left corner. Just would not do so. I know it. Yeah, like human player probably would also not do that. Doesn't seem to be any reasonable move. But anyway, white should block. Yeah, now it's completely not invadable. But GnuGo is quite good in Yorsa, so if you're not careful, or you may lose up to maybe even 10 points in the Yorsa if you're not careful, if you're playing with the GnuGo. So you may have an advantage against the engine, but then in the Yorsa, it may just, by using center Yorsa properly, it just may have a better result. Now the four white stones might get in trouble. Yeah, so he turns to try to escape, and now he needs to play either knight's move, or yeah, this one space extension is also quite cool. Yeah, so GnuGo is not trying to kill it because it's not doesn't seem to be killable, essentially. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be killable. Yeah, this game looks quite even, but yeah, I think white is just slightly better because in the center, I think white would be dominating and um, potentially taking away, like destroying black's territories. Not sure. It's a little bit hard to say. And also, obviously, if engine breaks for some unknown reason, yeah, I would not be playing the position. I would just resign that. So that would be the fair win. Win on engine crash. Yeah, that sounds cool. There were a lot of wins on engine crash yesterday when I've been testing this heavily. So yeah, I gifted lots of points to other people on Fox by testing this engine. And also, many people, really many people, crashed GnuGo. Sometimes it was like feels like human players has been playing. Sometimes it feels like maybe they has been using just a much better engine than GnuGo because GnuGo is quite weak because it's not using neural network. So yeah, yeah. But anyway, game is quite interesting. Game is quite interesting anyway. Yeah, but black is very narrowed. I think. I think. Well, on the other hand, this is complicated. This is kind of complicated, really. I don't know. I just think white is just slightly better. I think white is slightly better, but this is not obviously true. Well, maybe because of the black group on the bottom, it gives an advantage. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Now I just thought that maybe this big black group on the bottom essentially gives an advantage. Yeah, white tries hard to destroy black's territory, but mm, yeah, still probably at this moment in particular might not be enough. I cannot see the score estimation now because if I touch the mouse pointer, it may just run off the synchronization between the uh, physical board, like not the physical, but the board on screen and the internal board representation of the engine in the script running in the background. So I cannot show the score estimation. But the game is about to get to its end quite soon. Oh, this is a Russian move. Oh, now there is a cut. White blundered. I think white blundered. Oh, no, there wasn't a cut. Oh, yeah. White could capture two black stones. Yeah, so thank God this is okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, anyway, I think it's quite an interesting game to watch. Quite an interesting game. The style of GnuGo is quite classic, although it's not strong, but for Q level, I think GnuGo is just a perfect opponent. And although I've been showing some tweaks on how to crush GnuGo quite easily using some tricks inspired by Catago, like just basing on the weaknesses of the engine. If you understand the weaknesses of the engine, you can win, not because you're playing Go better, but simply because you know how to exploit those weaknesses. I've been demonstrating that quite a lot in the videos here on YouTube, so you may check out those videos as well if you're interested. But if you're playing like you don't know this is GnuGo if you play just like this normal human player. In this case, GnuGo has lots of chances, really. Has lots of chances. Yeah, black should probably win the game. Yeah, we have the commie here. I think 3 and 3 by 4 stones is 7.5, since these are the Chinese rules. And the commie for an engine is set to 8.5, because I had a situation where the commie was set like 7.5 and the engine lost by 0.25. That was very, very unfortunate, to be honest. That was very unfortunate. So yeah, quite interesting. Is there? No, I think card is not possible there. Card doesn't seem to make sense. Black would connect. Yes, Atari. Alright. White would probably Tanuki. I'm not sure where exactly. Okay. Asking black to connect. Black connects. Great. Yeah, and by the way, you see white has just lost those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stones on the center, closer to the left side. That's very unfortunate. If white didn't lost those stones, it could still have a chance. Now white doesn't seem to have any chance at all. So white has lost stones there. It's very, very unfortunate. Very, very, very unfortunate. Yeah. How could white lose those stones? I don't understand. I really don't. I don't understand that. Yeah, yeah. Those stones are totally dead. They were dead even before this move. They were dead even before this move. Maybe white is going to threaten some capturings. Capture. On the other hand, black's group might get in trouble if black is not careful. If black does not connect, black may essentially die. Whoa, whoa, interesting. Yeah, black should connect. Otherwise, even here, black just should connect. If black doesn't connect, oh, what are you doing, GnuGo? Are you so confident? Are you so confident? Are you really so confident? Maybe because of the Atari, black thinks is okay. Yeah, this is getting very interesting. I have no idea what GnuGo is doing. GnuGo is, for some unknown reason, it's quite confident. It's winning apparently, because why would he otherwise give up such a big group? Such a big group. Yeah, yeah. This game is getting really exciting. Mm, interesting. On the other hand, black would probably win the capturing race because white has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties. Black has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 liberties at least. Yeah, so probably that's the reason why black is not afraid to not connect, because it's sure you will win the capturing race, I think. All right. I think black should react to this by attacking the. Oh no, he ignores. Black Tanuki is here. This is interesting. Yeah, very, very strange game. Yeah, finally black reacts, but yeah, now black needs to urgently capture the white stone, because otherwise, yeah, black would just simply lose those 4 stones. Okay, this is understandable. This is kind of understandable. Okay, yeah, and still black is so confident it's not going to lose its group in the center. Yeah, he has another connection point, by the way. He can connect on top. Yeah. All right, that makes sense. Makes sense, really. Okay, he actually connects here. Okay, great. Now black is totally safe because the bamboo connection saves this right group. Okay. Yeah, I think black is winning by, I'm not quite sure how many points. At least maybe 20 points. I don't know. Except counting. Yeah, but plus 12 points. Okay. won by 12 points. So GnuGo has just won by 12 points. Okay, let me stop the engine here. Yeah, this was quite a crushing game. I don't quite understand why, essentially, this particular point. Let's just go for an analysis. I'm not sure why did White give up this stone. So after this move, I think White should simply connect. In this case, Black is only plus 4.5, right? So here White has all the chances to keep uh, keep the fighting. So White should have connected here. It's probably just a blunder because it just gives so much to Black for free. Yeah, just this move is probably a biggest mistake in the game. But anyway, this was the game, guys. So yeah, next time I'm going to show you the game played by the Apache engine, and next time hopefully we would be playing Sunrise with either white or black. We can play Sunrise as white as well. I'm now working on creating a custom opening book so that Apache starts from the particular Sunrise position, and that would be very interesting. I hope. Yeah, hope that would be very interesting. And that we can probably rank up a little bit, and after that, um, after that, we can try to play some stronger opponents to see how Sunrise works with tougher opponents. Anyway, this is it from my side at this moment, so hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and the source code for the particular script that I've been using would be available in the link down below of the video in the description. Yeah, that's it from my side. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, and cheers.